Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Rajeshwar from YR PharmaTube. In this lesson, we will learn the definition of an antibiotic and some commonly used terms that come across when we discuss about antibiotics. From this lesson, you will be introduced to the term antibiotic and some commonly used terms of the subject such as anti-infective, antimicrobial, antiseptic, disinfectant, sterilization, sanitizing agent, antibacterial, and lastly, chemotherapy. The term antibiotic was coined by Selman Waksman, who worked at Rutgers University and together with Albert and Elizabeth discovered the antibiotic streptomycin. According to Waksman's definition, an antibiotic is a chemical substance that is produced by microorganisms and that have the capacity in dilute solution to selectively inhibit the growth of and even to destroy other microorganisms. Soon, scientists were able to develop synthetic compounds that had antibiotic properties. Although some scientists, including Waksman, strongly resisted the misuse of the term antibiotic, the definition was nevertheless changed to include synthetic antibiotics. In fact, synthetic antibiotics such as sulfonamides, cotrimazole, quinolones, antivirals, anti-TB drugs, anti-cancers, etc. in many ways are better than the natural ones such as garlic, honey, ginger, oregano, etc. So, antibiotics can be defined as molecules that either kill or inhibit the growth of the microorganisms. Since the practical application of antibiotics is to cure infections in humans, a necessary property of an antibiotic should be selectivity. Thus, an antibiotic is now widely defined as a chemical substance that selectively inhibits growth of microorganisms and causes minimum damage to the host cells. This definition is still very restrictive because of the term microorganism. Most scientists would not consider viruses as microorganisms, but there are antiviral drugs available and they function by mechanisms similar to that of antibiotics. Whenever a layman talks about using an antibiotic to cure a viral infection, the learned are quick to point out the antibiotics cure only bacterial and not viral infections. However, it is to be noted that this is a matter of definition. If antibiotics are defined to include antiviral drugs, then antibiotics can be used to cure viral infections also. The terms are so confusing that in United States, Food and Drug Administration reports the terms antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antibiotic are used interchangeably, while at the same time certain clarification is also made, like the term antimicrobial refers broadly to drugs with activity against a variety of microorganisms including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. With the expression inhibition of the growth of other microorganisms by an antibiotic, we mean either temporary or permanent inhibition of the ability of the microorganism to reproduce and consequently inhibition of growth of the bacterial population rather than of an individual cell. When inhibition is permanent, antibiotic activity is termed bactericidal or more generally cidal, for example fungicidal. If inhibition is lost when an antibiotic is removed from its medium, the antibiotic is said to have a bacteriostatic or fungistatic or static action. The specifier at low concentration is added to the definition as even essential and normal cell components can cause damage at excessive concentrations. For example, glycine, one of the constituents of every protein, has a strong bactericidal effect on some bacteria if it is present in the culture medium in high concentrations. Similarly, ethanol and butanol, the fermentation products of some microorganisms, cannot be considered antibiotics because they display antibacterial activity only at high concentrations. With the term low concentration, we generally mean values will below 1 mg per ml. Some scientists strictly adhere to the current definition of antibiotics and strongly object when anyone refers to antifungal and antiviral drugs as antibiotics. Antiprotozoal and anti-cancer drugs are also not called antibiotics but follow similar mechanisms as antibiotics. Since all these drugs follow similar mechanisms, most books and book chapters written on antibiotics usually include a discussion on antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, as well as anti-cancer drugs without actually calling them antibiotics. It is therefore the time has come to change the definition of antibiotics to make it more inclusive rather than restrictive. In order to justify from the above reasons, an antibiotic is defined as a chemical that selectively inhibits a virulent, that is infectious biological agent but causes minimum damage to the host. Thus, the broad term antibiotics can include subgroups such as antibacterial antibiotics, anti-cancer antibiotics, antifungal antibiotics, anti-malarial antibiotics, and antiviral antibiotics. There can be disagreement about whether cancer can be described as an infection. Although cancer is not an infection by a foreign species, there are many similarities between cancer and microbial infections. Related to this, an interesting case of cancer has been reported recently. The authors presented the first report of cancer caused in a human not by human cells but by cells from tapeworm. This is a novel finding of a human disease caused by parasite-derived cancer cells. An alternative terminology for antibiotics that is commonly used is anti-infectives, which also includes the antivirals in the definition. Antimicrobials are defined as chemicals that kill or inhibit growth of microorganisms. Antimicrobials include three subgroups: antibiotics, antiseptics, and disinfectants. Antibiotics are used to kill or inhibit microorganisms within the body. Antiseptics are applied on living tissue to prevent the infection, and disinfectants are the agents that are used to kill or inhibit microorganisms on non-living objects. The term sterilization means killing microorganisms in liquid media or on solid objects by using chemical means such as oxidizing agents or physical means such as heat or high energy radiation. The term sanitizing agent is used interchangeably with disinfectant, antiseptic, and sterilizing agent. The term antibacterial, when used in scientific literature, usually means an antibiotic that kills or inhibits bacteria. However, today it is often used synonymously with disinfectant as in antibacterial soap. The term chemotherapy meant the use of chemicals to cure diseases. The focus was mainly on the use of antibiotics to cure microbial infections. However, today the term chemotherapy usually means cancer chemotherapy, in which chemicals are used to kill cancer cells. Bacterial infections can be classified based on the source of infection. Infections acquired from other infected people in the community or from the environment including air, water, or solid objects are classified as community-acquired infections. Infections that are acquired in the hospital after the patient is admitted for some other unrelated diseases are called nosocomial infections. This type of infections is usually caused by bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics and thus is of special concern. Of great concern in recent years are infections by methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, abbreviated MRSA, which are often nosocomial. This is the list of references followed for the lesson. That's all in this video: antibiotics and some commonly used terms in antibiotics. In the next class, we will discuss the historical background of antibiotics. Till then, never stop learning and never stop watching my videos. Thank you for watching this video.